Welcome back to the Smoke Shack. This is Steven. Today I'm bringing you a review on Buffalo Trace's VOP. This is from their Prohibition Series 2. It's the band right there. VOP. Very oldest procurable is what that says. And the small red light or small red writing underneath the VOP. And then we get the, just like in all the Prohibition series cigars, the bottom band is that Buffalo Trace copper colored band. So the wrapper here is an Ecuadorian sun-grown wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. This is a 6.5 by 52 Toro. The wrapper here is very, very toothy. Probably can't see that, but you can probably see how veiny it is because it is very, very veiny. The aroma of the body is very, very light, but it is a hay, just very, very light. The toe is more of a wet barnyard. It's a little bit stronger, but also not a very strong scent there either. Nice double cap there on top. This is a very nice light brown looking wrapper, or like milk chocolate looking wrapper. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. Very strong on that wet barnyard. Maybe a little bit of hay in there as well, but very strong there on that taste. I'm gonna go ahead and light it up. If I can find myself a lighter. Very, very woody here to start, with a slight bit of pepper in the background as well. And it seems like a little bit of cream, but I'm not sure exactly what that third note is just yet. I'm going to go ahead and smoke this down to the end of the first third and then catch you back up with my thoughts. Bringing you back here in the first third, the flavor profile here is quite unique, definitely different. It's on the more mild side as far as the richness of flavor, but get cocoa powder here, an oak, coffee bean, white pepper, some subtle barnyard, and also a little bit of subtle cream as well. Very, very robust flavor profile here, and a couple of quite unique flavors to be paired together, but they kind of work. They're very balanced, very complex here, and quite smooth. I think the only knock there is, like I mentioned, just not super rich here in the flavor, but the cigar does start off very mild in strength, so it does punch a little bit above that mild strength as far as the richness of flavor, but still not super rich. Nice even char line here, as you can see. Good solid ash and ideal draw throughout this first third. Going to go ahead and smoke it down to the halfway point and then catch you up with my thoughts. Bringing you back into about the halfway point in this cigar. The flavor profile here changes up quite nicely. A lot more of the sweeter notes are coming out here. Molasses, oak, and some sweet corn are like the main flavors here, with a subtle cinnamon and subtle chocolate in the background. Very, very sweet here in this second third. I still think the flavor is still not as rich as it can be, but still really smooth, very balanced, and great complexity here as well as far as the flavors. It does kick up in strength a little bit here, mild to medium in the strength. Nice even char line, as you can see, good solid ash, and the draw has been ideal. When paired with the Buffalo Trace bourbon, I forgot to mention in the first third, those flavor note changes. For the second third, the flavor note changes when paired with the Buffalo Trace. The charred oak and corn really come out, and the corn is not as sweet. It's more of just if you're eating corn, it's quite unique there. And then there's a bit of a nutty flavor as well. In the first third, the flavors that popped out were that charred oak, some corn sweetness, and then some molasses as well. So I'm going to go ahead and smoke this down to the final third, or a good way into the final third here, and then catch you up with my final thoughts here on the cigar. Bringing you back in the final third here, the flavor profile changes up just a tad bit here. The main flavors are the espresso, molasses, and now a smoked oak rather than that charred oak. Still have the chocolate in here as well, and some earthy tones. I think the cigar is just slightly coarse here, 4.5 out of 5 on smoothness, but still very intricate, still really rich in flavor and very well balanced. The cigar has kicked up to a medium in strength here, but good, even char line, nice solid ash, and ideal draw here. As far as the, oh, actually, before I get into there, the pairing notes here for the final third here. When paired with the Buffalo Trace, you get the that smoky oak flavor and that corn sweetness. Those two flavors really pop out when paired with the bourbon. As far as the full cigar goes, you know, the finish was really nice. It was pretty long throughout. Not as rich though in some of the areas. So a 4 out of 5 here on the finish. And then the evolution overall, it was linear yet elaborate. You know, it changes but uses a lot of the same flavors throughout. So 3 out of 5 here on the evolution of the cigar, giving us a total taste score of 65 out of 70 for this cigar. Pretty great score there. As far as the pre-light goes, we had a 10 out of 10. It was really nice and good firm spring to it, good even roll. Just really liked how the veins really popped out in this cigar, how toothy it was. Combustion-wise, we didn't have a single issue throughout this entire cigar. Nice even char line throughout, good solid ash, and an ideal draw. So a 10 out of 10 there on combustion. Presentation, a 7 out of 10 here for the presentation, giving us a overall score of 92 out of 100. These MSRP for $20 a stick, giving us a price per point score of 2.17. Pretty good cigar here. I think this is the one, you know, that was really different in the set. I mean, the whole set is different from cigar to cigar, from cigars to cigar. But this one was a lot sweeter than all the others. It has a lot more sweeter characteristics. Molasses, chocolate, that sweet corn, which I think we only got in the old-fashioned mountain corn cigar. We only got a little bit of hint of that, but a lot of it in this cigar, and then a lot of that chocolate, which I think we've had in some of the other cigars, but a lot of molasses here as well. Just a lot of those sweet tones that come out with the bourbon, and then some smoked oak and some charred oak as well. Just a lot of bourbon characteristics here in this cigar. Very fantastic to be putting a Buffalo Trace label on it, just because it is really a bourbon cigar. You pair this really nicely with that bourbon, and all those bourbon notes that are in this cigar really pop out nicely. So really a fantastic cigar here, again from the this Buffalo Trace Prohibition series. If you'd like to check it out, I have the unboxing video here. You can click on that and see the unboxing, or check out the entire series as a whole. This is the fourth one out of the fourth one that I've done in the series. There's only one more left, and me and Connor are planning on doing that. That is the Mirrorbrook. We'll have that for you on the next two perspectives. But if you like the video, go ahead and drop a like, comment if you've had any of these Buffalo Trace Prohibition Series 2 products and what your thoughts are on them. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time here on the Smoke Shack.